Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this video lecture. In this video lecture, we will study about DC substation, the function of DC substation, major equipment and the need of DC substation. DC substation are essential at a regular distance along the train route to feed power to DC locomotive through feeders and distributors. We know that in traction system we have three different types of electrification. One is a DC system, one is AC system and one is composite system. In this lecture, we will study about a DC substation which is providing a power supply to the overhead catenary, and that is a 1500 volt DC which is available through the overhead catenary to the DC locomotive. Power is generated at the power station and generated power is transmitted over a very long distance to the DC substation. The power transmitted, that is at very high voltage or extra high voltage, that is 132 kV. So railway board purchase a power from the power plant and the power available, that is 132 kV. Railway board install their own distribution network and their own substation as well as switchyard. With the help of step-down transformers, 132 kV supply is stepped down to 22 kV, and again with the help of a step-down transformer, 22 kV is stepped down to 1.5 kV. We require 1500 volt DC power supply, or which is transmitted to the overhead catenary. So the last step down transformer we used, that is 22 kV to 1.5 kV, and then we require to convert AC power into DC power. So we have different types of rectifier like a rotary converter, mercury arc rectifier, and nowadays we use solid state rectifier. Compared to rotary converter, mercury arc rectifier has various advantage. The performance and reliability and efficiency are comparatively very high, so normally mercury arc rectifiers are used. Before, we replaced all the mercury arc rectifier with the solid state rectifiers. We require smoothing equipment because the output is not pure DC, so we require to smooth out the output of the rectifier. We have various protection and metering device, and we have circuit breakers to isolate the circuits, AC side as well as on the DC side. The DC power is now supplied to the 1500 volt bus bar, and through the bus bar and through the feeder it is transmitted to the overhead catenary at various distance. The rectifiers we use, they are non-reversible type. When the energy is generated during regenerative braking, this generated energy need to supply back to the grid. So we install grid connected inverter to send return energy, or else the energy is dissipated in the load resistor. Now let us see the function of a DC substation. To step down the transmission voltage, that is from 132 kV to 1500 volt, we require different step down transformers. Second function, to convert AC voltage into DC voltage, because we require 1500 volt DC for the overhead catenary. Rotary converter, mercury arc rectifier, solid state rectifier are used for this purpose. To sectionalize overhead lines to minimize length or lines to facilitate maintenance work. So these are basic functions of DC substation or the functions which are performed at DC substation. Now let us discuss major equipments which are installed at the DC substation. Step down transformers. We have two stage step down transformers, 132 kV to 22 kV and 22 kV to 1.5 kV. Circuit breakers. We have circuit breakers on the AC side as well as on the DC side. Rectifiers. We have mercury arc rectifier or solid state rectifiers. Smoothing equipment, neon contactor and different auxiliaries like a frequency tripping transformer, light load resistor and choke. Now let us discuss each major equipment in detail. We start with the step down transformers. As we discussed earlier, we require 1500 volt DC for our catenary transmission system. So available power, that is in 132 kV. So in two stage it is stepped down first from 132 kV to 22 kV and then from 22 kV to 1.5 kV. The capacity of the transformer usually that is a 5 to 10 MVA and ultimately it is converted to 1500 volt, and with the help of rectifiers we require 1500 volt DC power supply through different feeders to the overhead catenary system and which is providing a power to the DC locomotive. In Bombay suburban system, we use a 1500 volt DC system and conversion to composite system might not be possible. Then we have circuit breakers. As we discussed on the AC side as well as on the DC side, circuit breakers are connected. The function of circuit breaker, that is to isolate the circuit in normal condition as well as during fault condition. Under normal condition, it is manually operated and normal condition is mostly for the maintenance work. Under faulty condition or under short circuit condition, circuit breakers are automatically operated and it trips and isolates the circuit. We use a bulk oil or minimum oil, that is MOCB type of circuit breaker on the AC side, and high speed circuit breakers are required on the DC side. Rectifiers. We use a mercury arc rectifier or solid state rectifiers. Compared to rotary converter type of rectifier, mercury arc rectifier has a various advantage. So we use a mercury arc rectifier or solid state rectifier. The function of rectifier, that is to convert AC power into DC power. 1500 volt AC supply is available and then it is rectified and 1500 volt DC available at the output of the rectifier. We require bank of rectifiers because we require bulk amount of DC supply for the different overhead catenary transmission. Then we have smoothing equipment. The output available through the rectifier, that is not pure DC. It is a pulsating in nature and it has AC components. So we require to smooth out this DC supply. It contains lot of ripples and the ripples cause interference in neighboring telecommunication line. So smoothing equipment eliminate the ripples, bypass the AC component and smooth out the DC power supply. We use a series reactors shunted by capacitor, and here we have a diagram. We have series reactors and shunted by the capacitors. Series reactor provide very high impedance to the high frequency current, and that is bypassed through the shunted capacitor, which provide a very low reactance to the high frequency current. Neon contactor. Rail potential exceeds 1500 volt. Neon contactor directly connects the rail to earth. And at last, we have auxiliaries. Different auxiliaries are installed for the protection as well as for the metering purpose in the DC substation, like a frequency tripping transformer, light load resistor, anode choke, etc. auxiliaries are installed at the DC substation. Thank you very much for watching my video. Keep watching. Thank you very much.